We are visiting with Todd Palmer, Sturgis High School Activities Director. And Todd, with the school being out because of COVID-19, they had a very special event on April 16th.
Yeah, we did. And we just appreciate everybody who made it possible. It was an idea that has been spreading around social media platforms. I actually saw the idea last week on Twitter. The state of Iowa did a similar event, and there was different pictures posted from different communities and their stadiums being lit up on the Iowa Activities Association page. And had a parent reach out to me later in the week last week and asked if we could maybe do something like that. Found out that Naomi Hatfield, the AD at Douglas, was going to be doing it as well. And so just kind of ran with an idea of getting all of our family members in the Black Hills Conference together and asked if they would be interested in joining in together. And proud to say that every one of the Black Hills Conference schools was involved last night. And what we did was we tried to honor the seniors of the class of 2020, as well as the medical providers that are on the front lines of this fight against the virus, and turned the lights on at 8:20, which in military time is 2020, and left them on for 20 minutes. We were blessed at Sturgis to have Scott Jensen, who is our PA announcer, and he does a lot of PA announcing all over the Black Hills, but kind of is rooted here in Sturgis and is a scooper by heart. And he was able to come out last night and put together a playlist of top 10 songs from the senior school year and ran through those as Casey Kasem would. And, he came up with an idea of having a car dance competition. We encouraged and asked everybody to respect the social distancing rules and the CDC guidelines by staying in their cars. So we came up with a car dance competition, and Scotty played that song for like 20 seconds, and we asked the kids and the people, anybody actually sitting in the parking lot in their cars, to send us their best car dance videos that we were going to try and have a little dance competition and give out some prizes. And it was really special in the midst of the 20 minutes when the first responders showed up with the ambulances and kind of drove around the parking lot, circled the parking lot a couple different times, having their lights on. Again, Scotty J did a great job of creating an atmosphere of getting people to honk their horns and really kind of closed down. We brought the whole event to a closure with having the people in their cars honk their horns for 20 seconds, which was really a cool way to end the evening. As we were finishing up the evening, actually as the event was taking place, all of the ADs in the Black Hills Conference area were in a group chat, and we were sending pictures back and forth and videos back and forth. And it ended up in some communities being more than just the schools lighting up their stadiums. I know late yesterday, or at some point in time yesterday, I'll say, I'm not exactly sure what time it was, Post 22 announced that they were going to join in, and as well as the evening went along, Steph Ornelas, the AD and Spearfish, shared that the soccer complex and softball fields in Spearfish also turned their lights on. So just to see how everybody bought into the idea and what everybody did. Everybody lit up their scoreboards to say 2020 and the time, and put the number 20 basically just about everywhere that they could put it. Jared and Jordan with the Rapid City area schools, so Stevens and Central, they had a slideshow. Steph up in Spearfish, again, she had a slideshow. Of course, they had big digital boards, which enabled them to do that. There were some areas that had some snow, but that didn't keep the people from coming out. It was great to see the parking lot at Whittle Field filled with cars again. Just simple things like that are things that a person kind of misses. You take for granted, I guess, when you're in the mix of things, when you're in the mix of putting on football games and track meets, which we do at Whittle Field. You don't really take time to step back and just appreciate the number of people that are at your event and take a look at the number of cars that you have in the parking lot. And so last night it was really, really nice to just take that moment and look out over the parking lot and see the cars and hear the horns honking and the laughter that you were hearing coming from the parking lot, and again, another thing that Scotty J did when the ambulances were driving around the parking lot with their lights on, he asked the cars to turn their blinkers on. So just to kind of see that, you don't pull these things off without having a lot of help. I want to say a thank you and show my appreciation to my peers in the office. Pete Wilson, our principal, and Joe Williams, our assistant principal, came out last night and they were there helping. They helped put the flag up and take the flag down. Last but certainly not least, our buildings and grounds administrator, Todd Battles, came down and was there to help with anything and everything that we needed. So I guess one kind of cool thing that maybe a lot of people don't know is that last night was the first night that we were able to raise a flag up on our brand new flagpole, which was purchased through a senior project by Josh Fowler, and him going out and getting donations from different groups and able to put up a fantastic new flagpole there. It was fun to see that new big flag being raised up on the pole, and having that a part of the event as well was outstanding.
Todd, the event proved that even in adversity, communities can still come together.
Well, absolutely. Great point. I just think this is another event in our history that proves to Americans that in tough times, people band together and help each other out. And when we come out on the other side, we're going to be stronger and better people for it. We need to rely on our faith and rely on our family and our friendships. We'll all get through this. And we'll be better for it on the other side. And to get there, we do have to go through some tough times. And events like this enable communities to come out and show their support. And, I know the seniors are going through a lot of different emotions, tough emotions, just having the things that they would normally be able to experience taken away from them is tough on a lot of them. And, again, just being able to come out and see each other, it kind of warms your heart that there is still that desire to be together. And hopefully last night is an evening that helped people gave them a little bit of a release, got them away from thinking about what they're thinking about and having to deal with. And because there's a lot of things going on. A lot of people are not being able to work and they're struggling financially, and it was a good night to help them get away.
Hello, this is Jared Boskus, Rapid City Stevens High School Activities Director. I would just like to thank Rapid City area schools and the City of Rapid City for supporting the Be the Light event on Thursday night. It was well received, well attended, and I just want to, again, thank everyone for their support and involvement and also their participation in a safe way. It was a nice way to recognize our seniors and those student activity participants that didn't have a spring season, and also to say thank you to all the essential personnel out there that are keeping us safe and keeping us supplied during these uncertain times.
Kyle Courtney. I'm the Activities Director at Rapid City Christian School, and we had an opportunity to participate in the Be the Light campaign on April 16th. And I know here at our school, thought it was just a great opportunity to honor our seniors and those involved in spring sports that were canceled, as well as those in the medical field. And for our school that night, it was kind of unique. We had quite a bit of snow coming down at that time. I know some of the other schools didn't, but we had snow at our place, so it was kind of cool, added to the whole atmosphere of it. But we had a chance to turn on the scoreboard and put 2020 up there. And then anybody who wanted to come out, we had a lot of people park on the north side of our complex and honk and, just kind of hoop and holler it up. And as a chance for our seniors to kind of get to see some of their classmates. And so 20 minutes, but I thought it was a neat opportunity to honor those people.
This is Callie Daughters, Superintendent, Faith School District. We were part of the Be the Light campaign. Last Thursday evening, we turned on our football field lights in dedication of the class of 2020, along with the sports teams that lost their season. And we also want to take the time to thank our first responders and all the medical people fighting this virus and working hard and diligently to help the country in this great time of need. So thank you.
Hi, this is Dan Lakefold from the Lead Deadwood School District, and I just want to say thank you so much to all the people who came up with the idea of the Be the Light campaign. It was a real easy and fun way to honor our seniors of the class of 2020. Our community really got behind the idea and came out in really full strength. Ferguson Field was ablaze in lights and a dusting of snow and was surrounded by numerous vehicles and a few fire trucks as well. We really feel strongly that the class of 2020 deserves to be celebrated, and this is one way to do that. There will be a lot more opportunities in the next month to do so, to recognize all of their accomplishments, knowing that it's a very difficult time for them losing so much of their senior year, and we're just going to try to do the best that we can to honor them in any way we can. It was a really great turnout at Ferguson Field, which speaks a lot, I think, to both the people's desire to honor the class of 2020 as well as people's desire to stop being cooped up. People like to get out and interact with other folks. This was a great event to do that, albeit from the safe confines of a vehicle, but I think people really wanted to get out and support our seniors. One special treat that we did have was that our local firefighters brought along our iron LD letters, which traditionally are burned during our homecoming ceremony. This past year, we were unable to do that due to a thunder and lightning storm that occurred just before halftime of our homecoming game. So it was really nice to see the LD brought out and to be able to burn that at this very special event. I just want to say thank you to all the folks who came out to honor the class of 2020, and our community is awesome, and we really appreciate it.
This is Mark Noggle, Superintendent of Schools for the Custer School District, and our event was last Thursday at 8:20. We had something a lot of schools didn't. We had about 5 inches of snow that night to help shine our football field lights. But we had a great event. We had seniors come and park in the parking lot. Some of them sat on the roofs of their vehicles or in the back of their pickups. Many cars, I didn't keep track of how many came by, were honking and supporting. And we had some banners made for the event and just really tried to celebrate our students and the class of 2020.
Hi, my name is Adam Nojeski. I'm the Activities Director at Belfouche High School. Would like to make a comment on our Be the Light campaign that we participated in on Thursday, April 16th. And it was at 8:20 p.m. Military time was 20:20. And we did it for 20 minutes. And what we did was we had a great turnout, a celebration of our seniors and all athletes for that matter who did not get to participate in any spring activities due to the coronavirus. We also honored all of our seniors to essentially recognize their efforts for the 4 years and celebrate the 4 years of hard work and dedication that they put in at Belfouche High School. And the third reason why we did this was to honor our medical and emergency first responders. They've been working extremely hard to keep us safe and aware of all the information that we need to, up-to-date information that we need to obviously keep not only our own kids safe, but our kids in our school district and obviously our community. At 8:20, we put the lights on or lit the football stadium up. We had music playing. You know, we just had a tremendous turnout for it. I would have to say if I were to do a count, there would probably be about over 100 cars coming out to show the support for those individuals, and they're honking their horns and they did a parade. It was pretty phenomenal to see, and it was a pretty cool atmosphere. Everybody was honoring the social distancing of 6 feet. They got out of their cars for an instant to take pictures and those types of things. So it was just a really cool atmosphere, and I want to take this time to essentially thank everybody for coming out to do that. It was a good event, so thank you.